Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is what you don't see coming for the week of December 28th, 2025. Keep in mind it is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate, and if that happens, it just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what your other placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in the description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Virgo collective now for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. The Haunted card popped out. We'll see if that wants to show itself again. So, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, what does Virgo not see coming for the week of December 28th, 2025? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Oh, Haunted. I guess it did want it to show itself again. Haunted. And at the bottom of the deck, you have photo proof. Tell me why this is something that Virgo does not see coming this week. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Devil, you have the Queen of Wands, you have the Page of Swords, and you have the Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. That leaves the Chariot, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Why is Virgo in the Queen of Wands to the Devil card here this week? Since we're clarifying the Haunted card, which talks about memories and flashbacks and trauma, it could be that some of you are replaying over in your head over and over again this week, something that transpired between you and another individual, someone that you emotionally detached from or walked away from, or they walked away from you. It's possible something here this week is triggering you to be in this pattern here of thinking about this individual or what transpired between you and them. Tell me about that Queen of Wands to the Devil card here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Clarified by the Ace of Wands, that's the truth. Eight of Swords, lower octave of the Devil, and the Empress. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess. So I don't think you're telling the whole world about this. High Priestess energy. This is internal to you. But it seems like in your quiet time, you're obsessively thinking about something that transpired here between you and another individual. It could be a mother figure for some of you, or someone you cared very much about. Either someone who nourished you at some point in time, like nurtured you, took care of you, or you took care of them. But I just see you here kind of incessantly thinking about this individual a lot here this week. Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here? Okay, not going to take all of those, and they're face down anyway. Why is the Page of Swords here for Virgo this week? Why is the Page of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Swords is clarified by Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool. Okay, so this is you as well. Seven of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So for many of you, you could be either looking this person up online with that Page of Swords to the photo card, or you're looking at photos of this individual, maybe memories that you have with them, or you're just recalling these memories back in your mind. And I feel like you're spending a significant amount of your quiet time here this week, or your alone time here this week, thinking about that person, where you are in your life today, what transpired between you and them. Seven of Swords, the Hermit, and the Nine of Swords. This is a lot of mental energy here, going towards thinking about the past. And for some of you, it's one person in particular, but for others of you, it's just kind of thinking about how far you've come. But it seems to be very much of a negative loop as well. Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. I almost feel like you're having a difficult time finding the joy this week. It's like you're not really celebrating the new year, or you're not very excited about celebrating the new year. There's something here of like you're guarding your heart. You're not really open to like getting out or being adventurous this week, because you keep getting pulled back into thinking about what transpired here with this person, or these people. Tell me about that Seven of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Wands, clarified by the Tower, the Five of Wands, and Judgment. Bottom of that King of Swords. Oh, my love. It's almost like you're preventing yourself from being truly happy this week or enjoying the energy or spirit of this time of the year. Like, you know, changing over the calendar year and celebrating the new year coming in. You seem to have a bit of difficulty here this week doing that because you keep going back and replaying something here that happened. Someone you lost, someone who's no longer in your life, maybe a toxic connection. You're replaying why this particular individual did this to you. There is recognition here that you have come a long way since then, but you seem to be very much focused on the loss here and what transpired in the connection. Like I said, some of you looking this person up online, or you're looking at photos, or you're just recalling things here to yourself in your own minds. So yeah, it's almost like you're preventing yourself from being truly happy here this week, truly enjoying the end of one calendar year and the start of another. Please be very careful with this. You're ruled by Mercury, as am I. I'm your cousin sign of Gemini. And I often say that when we're ruled by Mercury, we can handle 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords a lot easier than the other zodiac signs. However, it can become really dangerous for us if we become too consumed with those negative emotions or negative thoughts. So just be mindful of that this week, because it looks like you can really prevent yourself from enjoying the coming new year and like celebrating all of that. And I wouldn't do that. I've spent many New Years by myself because terrible things happen. And I still would like watch New Year's countdown across the world. I would watch it online or on YouTube or live feeds or even on the TV. Even by yourself, it's okay to do that. I wouldn't get so stuck in this. I think you can remember, but I think you can celebrate the new as well. Don't prevent yourself from being happy. And don't take this into the new year with you. That would be like a terrible way, in my opinion, for you to start the new year, is to bring in all of this energetic heaviness with you. 3 cards of advice here for Virgo this week. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the 7 of Swords, the Moon, and the 4 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the 9 of Wands. Yeah, I wouldn't, again, just as advice here, there's something here that you can control this. It's not out of your control. You can find something else to do, something else to focus on. You control your emotions. You control your mind activity, your brain activity, what you think on, what you focus on. And if this were my reading, I would try to find things this week that like redirect my attention or my focus on something more positive. You have full control here. You do not have to allow what transpired here with this individual to ruin what really should be a happy occasion for you and for the whole world as we change over the calendar year. What can Virgo do here? Because this is saying don't allow that to control you this week. Whatever this person did, or the deception, or the betrayal, don't allow it to steal your happiness from you this week. You know, when we think about, we only get one New Year's Eve every year. I mean, let's say we live to be 80 years old. There's only 80. There's only 80. I don't know how old you are, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. Like realistically, how many more New Year's Eves do you have left? And if you think about it that way, this person has already taken a lot from you. Why would you want them to take one of your last remaining New Year's Eves away from you as well? So maybe that's a way to look at it. Like, I can think about this at any time. I could grieve this at any time. But on New Year's Eve at midnight, I'm going to celebrate the new. I'm not going to allow this. I'm not dragging this into the new year or allowing this to spoil the new year for me. That's what I would do if this were my reading. 3 cards here on what Virgo can do to help themselves with this week. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice for this week: the Star, Temperance, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands. Try to have fun. Try to rejoice. You can grieve this and move forward into the new in a very balanced way, in a very tempered way. So I would create space and time to focus on this, the loss, the trauma, the grief, the betrayal, whatever this person or these people did to you. I'm not telling you to bury it and not, think about it or pretend it didn't happen. That just wouldn't even be right for me to tell you that. It's not even the message that I'm getting for you. But it's kind of like there's a time and a place. So Knight of Pentacles is like creating the plan or a strategy. Okay, I'm going to think about this for 15 minutes today, and then I'm going to get back to trying to find victory or joy or happiness in the new beginning, in the new calendar year, or just in life in general. So yeah, definitely create a strategy or a plan here. And I would create one fun thing that you can look forward to this week for yourself. It could be anything. It could be bubble bath, could be smoking a cigar, watching the countdown on TV. I would plan one fun thing that you can look forward to, whether you're doing it with a person, people, or by yourself, doesn't matter. Something that you can focus on, get excited about. I would do that, focus on that. And then, like I said, create some type of structure here, time and a place when you can focus on this, and the rest of your time move forward and be happy. Six of Wands, the Death card, and Judgment. Yeah, I would make the judgment call that there's nothing that you can do about this. You can't change it. You can mourn it. You can grieve it. You can think about it, but in small incremental doses. Don't allow it to become too burdensome on you. Focus on your new beginning, on the new chapter, and on the new year. That's what I have for you, Virgo, for the week of December 28th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.